were the source of inspiration to me. Learned a lot from my officers, and I can visualize. So what I was saying, that when you have to plan an event, you have to visualize that happening, and take a pen and paper and start writing whatever you can see. Then you can conduct a meeting, form a committee, assign jobs to your other teachers, take up. The most important thing which I got from Shri R.M. Kamble, that I have still not forgotten, I would like to speak about that. He always in our meetings used to say, remember PIME, P-I-M-E, P for planning, I for implementation, M for monitoring, and E for evaluation. I have still not forgotten. In B.Ed I have learned 5-lettered word, but he gave the 4-lettered word, and I have always been benefited by his knowledge of PIME. So after planning, you can, once you are planning, so I was saying visualization can make your planning very successful. And how visualization skills can be developed, I'm talking on that. Parents play a very, very, very important role in saying that the concepts of physics, mostly physics and in chemistry also, in all subjects there are concepts, can be understood more if a child is encouraged to visualize. He should be asked to describe an event happening. He should be asked to describe a book which should not be in front of him. He should be shown an object, asked to touch that object, play with that object, see from the all angles, smell it, feel its texture, its softness, its hardness, and then the object should be taken, and then the child should be asked questions on that. If the child is not able to reply, he should be subjected to a second chance, should be given second chance to hold the object, observe the object, and reply. This is how we can do it. When you talk of a thing, the first thing is that its image comes in your mind. If I talk that I saw a monkey, immediately monkey will come into your mind. And then you can even see where you had seen it. So the basic idea is that all these images are in our brain, but how do we process it? How do we process it? How quickly we can retrieve this information, and how correctly we can retrieve this information will depend upon only on practice. Practice makes a man perfect. So I would like my parents who will see this, to my teachers basically who can do this for the children of the school they are interested with, or with their own children, and see that there could be numerous things which they can do to test the observation skill of a child, to test the memory of the child, to test the retention of a child, and test all of the skills, because you require all 4 skills of the language to properly visualize a thing. So I have tried to speak on visualization. When I'll give an example, when we teach a law in physics, we start with basic mass, then weight, we talk of the volume, we talk of the density, and then the concept goes on. And then we talk of the laws of motion in physics. We talk of the first law of motion. This can be taught in the dining table itself. The law states that everything will remain in its state of rest or of uniform motion. Things lying on the table will continue lying on the table unless we pick it, unless we disturb it by applying something. That is called force. So parent can actually demonstrate this. We can, first law, I salute Newton for having visualized that a state of rest is identical with the state of uniform motion. I don't want to do some mathematics for this. I'll try to make you understand. When state of rest, any object in a state of rest does not move, does not have any force acting on it. Net force acting on that body is zero. Similarly, a body which is moving with uniform speed means it's moving with same speed. So there is no change in speed. So in physics we say when there is no change in speed, it's not accelerating. If it is not accelerating, then a force acting on this body which is moving with same speed is again zero. So a body kept on the table, on the dining table, so many things are kept, are not moving. So total force acting on each is zero. And anything which is moving with same speed, it doesn't have acceleration, means no force is acting on this. So this is as identical state as the rest state. This means state of uniform motion and state of rest are identical. That is why in the first law we say when a body moves, a body continues to be in a state of rest or of uniform motion. It does not say of motion, it says uniform motion, constant speed. It will continue to do so as long as something acts on it. And what acts on it? To change its state, to change its speed of a ball moving, to decrease or increase, or to change the state of a body on the dining table. You have to apply something that is called a force. So what I want to say, and just to add it, in my time I have asked many children, can you give an equation for the first law of motion? Sir, I can give for the second law of motion. Give. Sir, capital F is equal to m into a. M is mass, A is acceleration. That is it. When I tell them what is the equation of the first law, they say, sir, I know the equation of the third law. F1 is equal to F2. Action and reaction are equal and opposite. But when I say no, I want the equation of the first law, I have seen them that they were not able to. Just to add to this for the knowledge of the parents and the children, F is equal to 0 is the equation of the first law of motion, because in the first law it states that when a body remains in the rest, no force acts on it, that F is 0, and when a body moves with a constant speed, no force acts on it, F is 0. So capital F is equal to 0. On the board we used to write with the box is the first law of motion. Then we can talk about the inertia. A body will continue. This inability of a body to change its state by itself is called inertia. So I am not going to talk on physics. I am telling you that we can make child to visualize the things. So kindly see, when you are sitting with a child in your car, when you are on a moving or walking with him, when you are on a dining table, even when you are watching TV, you see how his visualization skill can be. And I guarantee you, because visualization plays about 30% role in the memory retention, he will be doing very good in the examination. So my request to parents is, see visualization skill of the child get strengthened. And thank you very much. I am here in Newark, San Francisco, trying to make videos where my experience, 40 years experience in education, as a PGT for about 17 years, 14 years in Kendra Vidyalaya, 3 years in BSF School Jalandhar, plus 23 years experience of principalship in Kendra Vidyalaya in Akshara International School, is of some benefit to my dear viewers and my dear children. Have a nice time and God bless you with all members of your family. Namaskar.